Trees provide many benefits to the environment. They produce roughly 28% of the Earth's oxygen, provide shade and shelter, and they help protect waterways, among other things. But one thing they're really good at is absorbing carbon dioxide. A study from 2018 suggests that in tropical forests, trees are capable of sequestering about 50 pounds of carbon dioxide per tree per year. The amount that can be sequestered is dependent on the size of the tree, but generally they're good at capturing carbon dioxide. Why does this matter? Hello, and welcome to On Earth, where I cover varying topics about this planet. If you like this video, please consider subscribing, as it helps a lot. Thank you. Carbon dioxide is the largest contributing factor to climate change at the moment. In moderation, it's necessary for proper functions to be carried out. For example, plants use carbon dioxide in a process known as photosynthesis. In this process, plants use energy from the sun to turn water and carbon dioxide into sugars used to feed them. Plants then expel oxygen into the atmosphere as a byproduct. Without these components, plants would not be able to produce the energy necessary for their survival. But carbon dioxide is now being produced at an unsustainable rate. Since the Industrial Revolution, carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere have skyrocketed by a staggering 150%. You may have heard the term greenhouse gas before, but what exactly does it mean? The term encompasses gases in the Earth's atmosphere with one characteristic in common: their ability to trap heat. Gases such as carbon dioxide, methane, ozone, nitrous oxide, chlorofluorocarbons, or CFCs, and water vapor get trapped in the atmosphere and act as a blanket around the Earth that helps to keep it from freezing over. In fact, it's estimated that without any of the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, the Earth's surface temperature would drop by a staggering 59 degrees Fahrenheit. However, in excess, these greenhouse gases trap heat at an unsustainable rate, leading to a gradually warming planet. This phenomenon gave way to the terms greenhouse effect and climate change. This begs the question, where does this excess of greenhouse gases even come from? The largest source of greenhouse gas emissions globally is the transportation industry. The burning of coal, natural gas, and oil, otherwise known as fossil fuels or non-renewable fuels, for transportation and energy purposes accounted for about 35% of carbon emissions in 2022 alone. Other major areas of emission include industry, or the burning of fossil fuels on-site at facilities for energy, agricultural practices, and buildings. Because these activities have mostly become popular following the Industrial Revolution, trends examining atmospheric greenhouse gas concentrations usually compare levels now to pre-industrial times to see how far we are above where we should be. Now, back to trees. Are they really a good solution to climate change? Well, kind of. Trees act as carbon sinks. Carbon sinks are sources that absorb more carbon than they release into the atmosphere. But here's the caveat. Trees store the carbon dioxide they absorb in their plant matter. When they eventually decay, burn, or are chopped down, they release some to all of the stored carbon over their life cycles back into the atmosphere. This makes trees temporarily reliable as sources for climate mitigation efforts, but they can't store all the carbon they absorbed over their lifetimes indefinitely. In addition to the release of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere after death, the amount of space that would need to be dedicated to tree growth to even consider trees as a solution to climate change makes taking this approach difficult. In fact, a suggestion from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change in 2018 that 2.3 billion acres be dedicated to new forest growth to help limit global emissions was faced with skepticism due to questions surrounding its feasibility and efficiency. After all, reforesting an area the size of the US and Canada combined could take up to 1,000 to 2,000 years according to some estimations. Trees would also need to be spaced strategically to maximize efficiency, and of course they also take a long time to reach maturity. And with the global temperature slowly increasing due to the greenhouse effect, and the Earth's albedo, or reflectivity, decreasing due to things such as glacial melt, planting new forests could potentially even exemplify pre-existing problems. Overall, trees have the ability to help aid in climate mitigation efforts, but should it be the main strategy employed? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.